Tonight, from Toronto, Canada, it's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup between the Houston Texans and the Toronto Mounties.
Fielded in the end zone.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First down, it's Watson. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Watson's pass.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. This across the 25-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And for a touchdown. A big play there. 59 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down and score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
Mounties 7, Texans nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in the end zone.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complimentary football.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Back to throw, Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here, just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a
That's
fast
true.
start.
That's true.
It's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether it's seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
And right now they're in that number 2 spot. They would love to hold on to that, but obviously first things first. They want to clinch the division.
And that's what everyone plays for. Win your division first, guarantees you a spot in the playoffs. But still, a nice spot to be in. Not as good as it was when the number 2 seed met a first-round bye. That's all changed with the new playoff system, but still a nice spot to be in.
To throw on 2nd down. Haas. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the gun. Haas. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And Barkley will try to punch it in into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley, and this time he is in. Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 20.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 4 catches, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. numbers count, this is #1 rated defense in the NFL. They'll have a tough time.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. Throw left side complete. That's sharp. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
15 yards.
With that last pass, he just went ahead of Warren Moon on the all-time NFL career passing yards list.
And that's Hall of Famer Warren Moon. A significant accomplishment to be able to pass that number. Somewhere Warren is saying, but what if they added my Canada yardage? Right? My time in the Canadian Football League, that's 21,000 more yards that could be added to Warren's total.
In the NFL, he had 49,325, and now you're looking at a man that is very close to 50,000.
Complete to Michael Gallup.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Brings up 3rd down.
To the air yet again. Watson, incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Mounties 14, Texans nothing.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Lots of guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes 2 to tango. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Complete to number 35. No gain on the play. Brings up
operating from the gun. Haas is going to find his running back. It's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Haas. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Houston set to take over. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And out across midfield down to the 45. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. A shotgun snap for Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. After the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Toronto's offense ready to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, Haas. Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up near the 44.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. A throw over the middle, taken in. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On 1st down, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown! A big play there. 95 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
25 yards.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again is Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Haas. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Haas looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, Haas. He's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before break. Haas, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it?
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
This will make it into the end zone.
And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
To throw from his end zone. Haas. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays, the long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25 yards.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing again. Watson. Under pressure now. Watson, and down he goes.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Got his man complete over the middle. It's sharp. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. For a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Operating from the gun, Haas. The defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Good position. And it's picked off. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Brought down at his own 6.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's sharp.
To number 15.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Pick up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Watson. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
And now out comes Houston. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
When you think you might have turned it up. Us too.
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
First down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 40. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
44-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd down. Haas. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A big play there. 44 yards. And that interception reception key as it leads to the touchdown.
For the extra point.
And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans back out there and ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And now it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw again. Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there. First down.
And the Texans first down.
Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Texans.
Now a first down throw. Watson. Under pressure now. Watson, and down he goes.
A loss of 7 yards.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's fourth down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
To throw on third down. Haas. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory.
but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off around the 37. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
A loss of 6 yards.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To try again after the sack. Watson, quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Watson. In trouble, and he's taken down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
This is fielded at the 27. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game is certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. On 3rd down, Haas, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And on now is the punter as he's on to kick it away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team. Tracks behind the line of
scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From his goal line here, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. From the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Now a pass hauled in downfield. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down. Conversion.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defense. Right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's 2nd and inches at the 11-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the gun, Haas, and he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Haas to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. From the gun, Haas. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Built it.
That's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
After the interception, here's Watson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. To throw on 2nd down. Haas throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.